Well, when you started thinking deeply about subjects, you start realizing, how little we actually know. Now, I say there's no real evidence for God as it's spoken of in so many different religions. And one of the things I like to say is, why should there be a God that would help me find my car keys and meanwhile let children starve in the world? Doesn't make a lot of sense. However, let's throw in three different opinions. One is that people who are religious seek comfort in the idea of an all-loving God. Super intelligent, right? Well, to an all-loving God, well, how would that present itself in what we observe? Well, an all-loving God would probably allow everything that could exist to exist. Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, whatever. But how would he be partial, or she, or it? So, and the people, but how should we get any comfort from that? As no doubt there's somewhere in the universe, probably, creatures smarter than ourselves. There's a high probability. So why would we be special? Why would we be special in any way over the other rather intelligent animals that already exist on this planet? Animals that in some cases we kill and eat. So the idea that we should gain comfort as being especially chosen seems a little unlikely, even if there were such a loving God. And as to the atheists who say that that couldn't exist yet, some atheists have said we don't know whether we could be in a virtual reality or not. Well, virtual reality would be based on what? Probably some very intricately connected thing or element that would be, in a sense, intelligent, interactive within and interactive without, just as our brain is. So that would be, depending on how you look at it, that's a possibility. Now, as to a personal God, Einstein was not open to that idea. And as I just said before, I have a little trouble with the idea that there would be a God that would help me find my car keys while letting kids starve to death somewhere. Yeah. Or favor us, in fact, over other intelligent animals and so on. Why? But there was an interesting thing that Krishna said, speaking as if he were God, in the Bhagavad Gita. I say Krishna, we didn't even know if he existed. But the message in the Bhagavad Gita through the character Krishna was, I am equal to everything and everyone. And yet, even though I am equal to everyone, I am a friend to those who are a friend to me. So how does that work? Well, when you reach out and you care for others and you love others and so on, there's a love that reaches back. And it might be through others. And maybe, just maybe, that intelligence that cares so much does reach out to us sometimes as us. Sometimes we might appreciate that love coming to us through those who help us, our garbage collectors, without which there would be no society as we know it. Yeah. And the local chemist, whoever else. Chemist, I mean, drugstore, pharmacist. Now, we are an odd group. Humanity is very odd. We are crazy in ways that other animals don't seem to be as crazy. Because when they're doing something intelligent, it's, an attempt to more successfully mate or to get food or etc., or to be just one up in the hierarchy in some way amongst the social animals. But we seem to be hateful in spite of our intelligence and crazy in how we judge ourselves and other people. And we also assume things that we should be much more humble about. How can we possibly assume that we know perfectly anything about something called God, which, by the way, whether you believe in it or not, it would have to be defined. If you define something, it has to have a relationship to other things and be probable because of those things. As in the black hole, we don't know what it is, but it has a relationship to everything else, and that defines it somewhat. So something is there. And even then, scientists don't dare to say we know exactly what that is. Not yet. But, so we're a crazy bunch. Octopi are smart and use tools. What do? We eat them. Suppose an intelligent species came